Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this video I've wanted to make for a while now. It's just pretty much me telling you guys about my tattoos. I am a big fan of tattoos, you know, they really mean a lot to me, and I love doing these kind of like one-on-one videos with you guys instead of like, you know, my highly edited ones, whatever. So I just want to share with you guys some of my tattoos, and just a disclaimer guys, I have stretch marks. Hello, I am a normal person, so if anybody's gonna have like mean comments about either like my body image or my stretch marks or just why I got my tattoos and things like that, just please, like, my block game is so strong. So just be nice, and I'm just trying to share this with you guys, so let's get started. Alright, so I was gonna do this in like order of when I got them, but I feel like I would miss something, so I'm just gonna tell you guys what I can remember, but I'll start with the first one, absolutely. It's the music note like meshed together on my left rib cage, so it has 3 different types of music related symbols all meshed together in one, and I got that because music means so much to me. Like, we've been around music since I could remember. When I was younger, I used to play the double bass, the cello, the violin, the viola, and the flute. So I have like such a big music background, and I just needed some tattoo to kind of just like symbolize that for me. Alright, and the next one I think I'll remember is one that I got recently, and it's Roman numerals on my shoulder, and I got that, which means the day I went vegan. So it, obviously you guys have seen my when I went vegan video. If not, I'll link it down below for you guys, and that is like such an empowering like time to put on my body because it really changed my life. As you guys remember from that video, me talking about, you know, all the struggles that I had, my disorders that I had, and it's just such a empowering day that I just never wanted to forget, so that's why I have that up there. And the next one that I have is on my right shoulder. So this tattoo I got with my sister on her birthday, and we had always talked about, you know, matching tattoos that we'd get, but we didn't know, you know, what to get that we both enjoy. We got something from Toy Story. So I have on my shoulder and beyond, and she has to infinity, so we have to infinity and beyond kind of together, just, you know, bind us as sisters and stuff. This is actually like one of my favorite tattoos because it just flows really nice off of my shoulder, and I've just always been obsessed with it. And the next one is an arrow on the back of my neck, and I didn't think I was ever gonna get a tattoo on the back of my neck, but I kind of wanted one that I didn't see all the time, because all my tattoos are very visible, at least they are for me, and I wanted one that I didn't see all the time but I always knew it was there. And the arrow was something I got to symbolize, you know, something I was going through while I was in college. I was getting really bullied by the girls I was roommates with, and they're really terrible to me, so I wanted a tattoo that kind of symbolized like what I was going through and how I was going to get out of it. So basically the arrow is, you know, you can shoot an arrow in one direction, and you just have to keep remembering to keep moving forward, keep going, and never look from the back, because an arrow can only go forward, it can't go back. So that was honestly one of the most powerful like ways to symbolize, you know, how I was going to get out of my situation, and it fit perfectly in the spot. And I didn't want anything too elaborate, like, you know, with feathers and then like ribbon around it. No, I drew the arrow on a piece of paper, I gave it to him, and then that was the final design that I got. And the next one that I have is on my shin. It's on my right, like the side of my shin, calf area on my leg, and it says "Love yourself first" in Arabic. And I had seen a girl on Tumblr that had, you know, a tattoo in writing in the same spot, and I was obsessed with the placement of it. And as you guys heard from my like why I went vegan video, I had a lot of things I was going through that I felt self-conscious about, and I wasn't very confident, and so I just wanted a reminder to myself that, you know, people may not like you, they may not love you, they may not appreciate you, but you always have to remember to love yourself first, because you can't expect other people to like you, love you, appreciate you, you know, if you don't do that for yourself, if you aren't your own best friend, if you aren't your own cheerleader and things like that. So another one that I got, I feel like I'm gonna forget one, is on my left hip, and it's a quote from my favorite book, A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest J. Gaines. I encourage all of you guys to read it. I cried at the end, but that book honestly meant so much to me. It really spoke to me when it came to my eating disorder and being like, I felt like I was a slave to it, and I just wanted something to remind myself to never get to that position ever again. So the quote is fairly long. I'm just gonna list it right over here. I have it memorized, but I'm just gonna list it here because I don't want to, like, you know, keep reading it over and over. But so since then it has faded a little bit, so I might end up getting it touched up or something in the future, but absolutely favorite book of all time, and I just needed to have it with me. And another one I have is on my inner portion of my left elbow. The placement was vital for me because back when I was depressed, I had, you know, I did have self-harm, like, you know, tendencies. It wasn't like very frequent and stuff, but when I did do it, it was the most like unhealthy release that you could have. And since then, I obviously have scars on my inner elbow, and I really wanted, you know, a beautiful way, I guess, to cover it up and just make it into something better than it was originally. So I got the Serenity prayer tattooed right there, and I got it tattooed upside down and backwards. So when my arm is down and, you know, just at its normal spot, you can't read it. It's not even remotely legible. The only way you can really read it is with your arm up and looking at a mirror. So I did that for me so that whenever I needed that encouragement, I could just hold my arm up, look in the mirror, and just go ahead and read it all the way across. Next ones that I got was on my right hip. It's actually 3, you know, meshed all together. So the first part of it is this, it's like a, I don't even know, it's like just like a picture of a girl. She's, you know, bruised and broken and, you know, shying away in the tattoo pretty much, and I kind of wanted that to represent me, like in the tough times that I had. And she has like a lion right on the top of her head, and also just like a few roses around her, and that I got specifically to help me when it came to, you know, realizing, you know, the type of person that I am. You know, her being, you know, like kind of like bruised and broken is kind of like how I had felt for so long, but then, you know, she has this lion around her, these flowers, these things that are blooming, these things that are living, they have so much emotion behind them, and it kind of just like represents like the juxtaposition that I have within myself that I just really wanted to represent. And then the other part of it is I got cheetah prints around it, and I kind of just felt like it really tied in the entire thing together. But also I have stretch marks, as you guys will probably see in the video, and I was always so self-conscious about them, so I thought, you know, I'm already getting this tattoo, why not expand it and just feel so confident in my skin with just, you know, the other parts just tied in really well, so I added that. And the next part of it was I have another quote in Arabic, and it says, I suffered, I learned, I changed. And that really spoke to me because I feel like I've had a lot like of things to go through in my life, but, you know, I suffered, I learned from it, and I changed accordingly. I am so much different of a person than you probably see like 3 to even 1 year ago. I've honestly grew up so much even before I was even ready, and I thank God for those, you know, those experiences, because honestly, I wouldn't be half the person I was today if I didn't go through those tough times. It has so much meaning and such just like, you know, those simple words, and it just honestly just tied the entire thing together. The last one I have is the one I have on the front of my wrist. It's a cross, but I kind of got it more for what it represented. I'm one of those people that kind of thinks that there's more to life than we really think about. Not necessarily like afterlife and underworld type of thing, but kind of just like there's so much more that we haven't experienced yet, and I wanted something to pretty much tell me to, you know, continue to have faith in regards to just how I live my life, to always have faith that there's better things coming, that there's always a brighter side. And that just really like spoke to me a lot, and it's honestly one of the best placements though, because it's a little inconspicuous, but it's still, you know, very visible at the same time. And one last one, actually I almost forgot, is the mind over matter one I have on my bicep on my right arm, and that just kind of just tied in everything that I have together, and it's really, you know, told me that, you know what, you have the power to be happy. I know that of course things can go bad, but you have the decision every day to be happier than you were the last day. So I really needed something to really encourage me to just never get to any dark place again, because there's always so much more. There's always going to be a great opportunity. You just have to see it within yourself, as well as seeing the potential that your situation has. So that's pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm so happy that I was able to share this with you guys. If you guys kind of like these more one-on-one videos, give me a thumbs up and I'll make sure to do more. And also follow me on social media if you guys would like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.